So, as the Mayor of Batavia, I'm Jeff Schelke, and I'm here to welcome everyone to the second ribbon cutting, I guess we would describe this, of the Batavia Art Center. Is that what our proper name is? Or
Water Street Studios is how we
Studio,
refer to
Batavia Art
Yep,
Studio.
Yep.
And this has a very kind of historic relationship to it because we have some very unique art involving this building. And I have it here in my hand. And in 1958, the front cover of the then weekly Saturday Evening Post magazine was published on January 11th with this scene on it. And it shows a scene of people skating on the pond in downtown Batavia. And the pond is where McDonald's restaurant now is. And what happened is that in about 1870, 76 at time period, there was a need to get more water power into the windmill factories, which this building was. And so a second channel of the Fox River was hand dug. It started up at the north end up there by where River Rain is today. And they hand dug this second channel through the river and then allowed for the Appleton building to be built, which is where the City Hall is. And then they allowed for the U.S. Wind Engine and Pump Company building to be built, which that was right here. And this was the channel that fed the two buildings to get water power to them so they could turn various machinery and whatever have you in them. So this building then obviously produced a lot of windmills, but in 1958 this picture appeared showing all this Batavia scene to everybody nationally. And so this was a very kind of historic moment in the history of Batavia to have our front cover of the Saturday Evening Post, which many times was a Norman Rockwell painting, but one of the other principal artists that was involved was a guy by the name of John Falter, and he painted this one because he came here in Christmas of 1957, I believe, to be with his sister who lived in the city of Aurora. And one night they were taking him to dinner and they drove through downtown Batavia and he saw all these people ice skating. So he said, gee, this would be a good scene. So he came back the next day and took a bunch of pictures of what he saw. And then supposedly in the comfort of his studio in New York City, he painted this picture. And, you know, I think he probably copied in the picture some of the people he had on film that were there. And, you know, there's been a long time Batavia conversation about who's really in this painting. And I don't want to get into it, but I can tell you, I know about 6 or 7 people who claim to be the same person in this. So, John, when they published the magazine, they wrote about that this is when in Batavia, Illinois, and that there's one person in this picture that Falter identified, and it's this gentleman here with this white sweater on. He talks about it in the magazine. And this gentleman was an actor, and he was in New York City, but he used to join Falter every night for a nightcap in some bar in Midtown Manhattan. And so he got authorized or issued to have his painting put in, his figure put into this picture. So that's the one we know for sure. The rest of them there's a lot of people that believe, and let them believe it. Maybe it's true, but we don't know. But I wanted to present these to the Water Street Studio as an appreciation of the really art history that goes with this building. And I think you could probably write what I've just set up here at the bottom.
I can try.
Well, I can help you if there need be. But, I mean, that really does speak well for, I mean, an art studio to have something like this in its background is a pretty interesting piece of amazing history. So I'm very proud to have your studio in our downtown. It's catching on. A lot of people talk to me about it, and so we're very pleased that this is here and is as successful as it's become. And we certainly have Batavia Enterprises to thank because they've been very cooperative in helping this all kind of come together. And so the Dempsey family really has been a champion of helping downtown Batavia going back to grandfather in the 1960s. Larry, who got the idea to buy it all and turn it into something more than just a falling down old factory building. And so it really did turn into something very special. And has helped make downtown Batavia a very strong place to be. And certainly the studio also presents that because you bring in a lot of outside visitors that come in here to see this. And then they go back, and I've now had several calls from mayors in the area wanting to know, what's the story with this art studio you got in Batavia? I got people in my town telling me I ought to do one in our town. So you've got people wanting to copy what you're doing here. So I think that's a big compliment that you should have. So I've labored on with too much conversation, but I'm going to present you those. And then, does somebody want to help me cut the ribbon?
Yeah, Aaron, why don't you do that?
Okay. Would you like me to hold your microphone?
No, I can. I do this enough that I know.
Okay.
We got to get it.
We going this way?
Yeah, let's go
Okay.
that way. And then put your hand on my hand.
Okay.
And then on the count of three, we
Okay.
will cut the ribbon.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being in Batavia, and let's hope that you're here for another many, many decades of support and success in what you're doing here.
Here, here. Thank you.
Thank you. What?
Borrow that microphone from you?
Oh.
Nope, this one.
You don't need the scissors.
Well, I just want to say thank you to everybody for being here with us tonight. As you can see, we've got a lot of people that love and support this place. I'm Jessica Jeckman. I'm the president of our board here at Water Street Studios. And we're celebrating really two things tonight. We're celebrating the 15th anniversary of Water Street Studios and all the history and the fact that we continue to bring new life into historic buildings like this. And then really what we're also celebrating is the expansion of our ceramics program called our Clay Lab. And this room we're standing in front of is our kiln room, which is receiving any day now a new kiln. And that helps to produce literal firepower to help us continue to expand this successful program. Water Street Studios is a community art center, and we're very purposeful about the words that we use because art is the shared passion that we all have, but it's really that sense of community and support that brings everybody together and makes this place so special. And the clay makers, who are these lovely people standing behind me, are just a living example of that in action. They're a community, they work together, they support each other. So I have a big thanks to all of them for making this program what it is and being able to expand this and bring new friends in. And I want to call out just a couple of people. Jeremy, I don't know, are you behind? He's hiding in the back. Jeremy's really been sort of here since its infancy. He was teaching in a storage closet in the back corner back there years ago. And so he has influenced so many people who've become clay makers here. Paul and Pam Weiland and Lindsay Wallace, their daughter, helped support and underwrite a big fundraiser that we had, and that was a really integral part for us sort of getting across the line to be able to start some of this work, so we're very appreciative. And then I want to call out Erin, who's hiding behind me here, who's really been the linchpin of moving this clay program forward, her never-ending dedication to making sure that everybody's experience is so positive, everybody has the tools that they need. She's spent hours cleaning and organizing, and I know because we've been in here together lifting and all the unglamorous stuff that makes a program like this work. So we are really lucky to have you here, Erin. And we are excited to have all you here and celebrate. Two little quick things. We are having a kiln naming contest. So there's a little ballot over there, or there's a little link on our website. So if you can think of creative names, you have to beat Rogers, which is we're killing it. Yeah. Sorry, it was really beans. And then we also have some bubbly back here. If you guys want to join us when we're done, we'll have a little toast to the shared success of the Clay program and Water Street Studios. So thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.